Hi, this is Colleen Pearl, the Cool Crone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be a December Tarotscope for the sign of Gemini. Hello, Gemini. This is your reading for December, your Tarotscope, and I've laid out the cards and I've picked an oracle card for you. December is a long month. I'm actually starting with Monday, November 29th, so that's the first week of December, and then and there's a new moon at the end of that first week, and then the second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week, ending with December 31st, which is New Year's. Let's jump right into the reading, and then I'll get to the oracle card at the end. All right. So Seven of Pentacles, this is a card that says you really need to allow everything to mature before you try to harvest it. This is the card where you've put in the work, you've been plowing through your work and really, nose to the grindstone, you've done everything, and you're anxious for the harvest to show itself. You're anxious to see the results, the fruits of your labor. But here's the thing, it's not quite ready. You need a little more time for it to mature or to bear fruit. So don't be too anxious. Have confidence that what you've done is going to produce. And as we say in the spiritual community, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. Don't throw your cards down before you give it a chance to really come to fruition. The next card is the Eight of Cups, and I'm afraid that you're going to feel like you have to throw it in because you've got the Eight of Cups here where you're walking away from the potential goodies. You may just feel like, oh, I've waited too long, I just can't wait anymore, it's never going to happen, and you're feeling like you're just going to turn around and walk away. Well, Gemini, I know you're impatient because you just like things to happen very quickly and your energy is very quick, but if you don't wait for it to bear fruit, you're going to feel like you have nothing. And that's not good. You've worked too hard for this. You've worked too hard to have your harvest be cut short just because you're impatient. So be careful with that. Really, really take a look at how hard you've worked and what you've invested in this crop in order to make it come to fruition. The next card for the first week is, oh, I'm bored. I'm just bored with it. I don't want to waste my time anymore on this. And here's the thing. It's not wasting your time if it's something that you really, really love. Sorry, I gotta turn the music down. I forgot to turn that down. Sorry about that. So it's not a good thing to just discount what's offered you without taking a look at it. So you may feel like you're bored, but take a look at what's being offered. It may be really, really good stuff, and it may take your mind off the fact that you're waiting for this harvest to come in. So I guess the first week, Gemini, they're just saying, don't jump the gun. You've got too much at stake. Now, in the beginning of the second week, we start out with the Nine of Pentacles. So you have waited for your harvest to come in, and you're feeling very cushy. You're feeling very good, very comfortable, very prosperous. You're dressed well. You're in your garden. You're protected. Everything's good for the beginning of that second week. But then we have the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords usually means a betrayal. Somebody's hurt you. Somebody's really tried to stab you in the back. But it could mean other things too, and it could relate to your health. So check your health. Make sure that you're doing everything you can to stay healthy. Absolutely everything you can think of. And then if all of that's been done and you don't feel like there's any health threat, then look around for somebody who may be trying to sabotage you in some way. And don't just worry about it. Don't just sit up in bed at night losing sleep worrying about the sabotage. Find out who it is. Gemini, you are an excellent researcher. You have a quick mind and you can look at things quicker than anybody, and your brain goes faster than anybody. So don't spend your time when you should be sleeping thinking about that stuff. Do it during your waking hours and get the job done. Figure out who's trying to sabotage you. I'm sure you have friends who can help you. In the beginning of the third week, you feel like all is lost. You feel like it's not enough. I don't have enough. All my cups are empty. Everything's turned over. But look behind you. There are 2 perfectly good cups that are filled behind you. So you're missing the forest for the trees here. You're missing the main point. Just like you were being impatient in the first week, you're missing this point. So be very, try to rein in that impatience, Gemini. And if I can do a shameless plug for my astrology videos, please watch the astrology video that has to do with the new moon eclipse. There's going to be one for the full moon that's not out yet, but I do have the astrology that lasts from the new moon eclipse to the full moon. So look at that astrology video and get some insight into what's going on for you, Gemini. Now, you have the Justice card. You also, in the next week, you have the Judgment card. So you are really looking at what other people think. Now, justice isn't just what other people think. Justice is justice. Justice is bringing the scales into balance. And that's what you want to do, Gemini. You want to bring things into balance. Don't be going off all half-cocked about how you don't have anything, no friends, no this, no that. No, you've got everything you need within you. I'm sure you have plenty of friends. I don't know any Gemini who doesn't have friends. But you have got to maybe just pull back a little bit. Maybe retreat just a little bit and pull back so that you don't put yourself out there to have your back stabbed, so that you don't have yourself out there in the public eye as much, and then wait to see if justice doesn't balance itself. No matter what, at the end of the third week, which is also when we're having a full moon in Gemini, your full moon, that full moon buildup might be a little bit why you're really having a crazy month, Gemini. The eclipse in Sag is in your opposite sign. It's a new moon. It's an eclipse. It's a powerful, powerful eclipse. It's got some very powerful planets attached to it, and it could be just making you feel nuts. And so keep that in mind. Don't fly off the handle. But I do see that things are going to move into calmer waters very soon, right around the time of that full moon. So if you can hang in there, this is something that says that you may even want to leave the situation, and this is a card of leaving the situation as well. So I don't know if you're in a position to actually leave your situation, whether this is a relationship or a job, but if you can stay put, I would stay put if you can salvage the situation. If not, yes, then maybe it's a good time for you to move on. But you've got that harvest that you're waiting for. So I'm thinking that maybe it's just that you're impatient with everything you want everything to be a certain way. The fourth week starts out with the Judgment card. So you are feeling judged. You're feeling like the universe is judging you. And that's not right. The universe is non-judgmental. The universe just says, what do you want? Let me give it to you, if you put out there what it is that you want. Judgment very often, too, is something that we put on ourselves because we judge ourselves to be unlovable, unforgivable, unworthy, this, that. And a lot of times it's just not true. So be careful, Gemini, with this judgment coming up for you. Chances are that whoever is judging you is just not worth it. Their opinion is not what makes your life run. You make your life run. So be careful with this Judgment card. Don't listen to what other people are saying. This is different than the Justice card. The Justice card is saying bring things into balance. The Judgment card is saying this is what others are saying about you. And I'm just here to tell you it just doesn't matter. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving. So you've got the goods. Now you can give a few things away. And could it be that by this 4th week in December, your harvest has come in so that you have things to give away? That's what I'm thinking the timing is. You just have to wait a few weeks. And that may seem like forever to a Gemini, but it's only 3 weeks. And then you'll be in the position to basically live in the garden forever and be the person that has enough that you can give things away. So not a bad thing to hold out for, Gemini. Then we have the 10 of Wands. So you're going to be feeling like you got to go back and you got to work really, really hard again to bring in a new harvest. And that may or may not be true, Gemini. I'm not quite sure. I think you need to reevaluate your situation. You don't need to prove to anybody that you're a hard worker. And that may be you still feeling a little bit of this Judgment card on your back. You may be feeling that you have to prove that you're the one who can bring it home. You can land the plane, right? And I'm here to tell you, other people's opinions just don't matter that much. I mean, if it comes to, you know, pleasing a boss, if that's the kind of boss you're working for, then yes, maybe you want to move on from that situation. But if you can not really worry about what they think personally, but still perform your job and get a good job review, then that's where I would go. And in the beginning of the last week in December, good news. We have the Ace of Swords. So something new is going to begin for you. So here is where somehow you get noticed and you are allowed to do this brand new thing on your own that has to do with what you do best, talking and communicating. It's the swords, which is air, which is you, Gemini. So this is really going to play to your strengths. So if you can just hold out to that last, well, the 4th week in December, then you're going to see that things are really working well for you. And on the 5th week, right before the new year, you're going to see that you're going to be given a chance to do your own thing. And that's going to be really exciting for you. We have the Page of Pentacles here, who is ready to support you. Now the Page of Pentacles is the page that is, it represents a young person. It represents somebody who's done their homework. They're very well researched. They're just inexperienced. So they've got the book learning, but they don't have the real life experience to put behind it. So they may be an excellent person to act as an assistant to you and to be able to really help you with your Ace of Swords project. That may be a really, really good person to have by your side. And the final card, I think you're going to love this, Gemini, is the Fool for the new year. This is great. You're starting out on a new path for the new year. You're able to do your own thing. You're able to just go off on a journey that you want to go on and be yourself. This is fantastic, Gemini. This is a great ending to this reading and a fantastic way to start your new year. All right, let's look now at your Oracle card. And I need the book when I show you this Oracle card, because look, they only show the heart part of the card, because the way this deck is, the cards either show the goddess's head, their heart, or something else, the base, I guess. But this is showing the heart, and it's the heart of Artemis, goddess of discernment. I'm just going to read it. It's short. Believe in your ability to handle anything you may encounter. Emotions must be analyzed to prevent misguided reactions to unfounded fears. Yes, that's what your reading was talking about, unfounded fears. The unknown is always with us and must be embraced if we could live a full life. Hello. Yes. Anxiety builds up when we're desperate to know the outcome of plans and actions before they have reached fruition. That's exactly the way your reading started. Feel capable. So that's the card. It doesn't have much on it, but that's the card. And here's the picture of Artemis, the full picture of Artemis. There she goes. And it says, for her heart, my heart glows with the yellow aura of mental energy. At its center is a small heart held rigidly in place by intersecting lines. I feel all my past anxiety has been a waste of time. I always deal successfully with whatever circumstances arise. And that should be your mantra. See, here's her heart with the lines holding it in place. Beautiful pictures, beautiful artwork in this. This is by, this deck and book are by Amy Zerner and Monte Farber. I just love their work. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, Gemini, that is your reading. Please pay attention to the things I told you to pay attention to, because you're really going to be impatient this month, and possibly it's because of that eclipse energy that's coming up on you. Okay, take care, Gemini. Please leave me some comments down below and let me know if you want me to do more work with this Goddess Oracle deck, or if you'd like, you know, whatever else you'd like to tell me that you'd like to see in my videos. And take care. Bye.